and I make the transcript, uh the translation,
Yeah.
make it as a transcript in the video. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
checking the AI system,
Ah, perfect. Yes.
the subtitle with the subtitle.
Yes. Yeah, we can do that now, I think, with AI. Yeah, cool. We give it a try anyway. It's good. So, what we start off with, are there any questions from the basic workshop? This is where we will start.
Yeah.
Yeah. No questions? No. That's a good thing.
大家有冇啲咩問題啊？問題。
Any, so what we might do is we might start with what we learned and just make sure that as I go through the key areas of the workshop, whether you've got any questions as we go. Yeah. So the first part of the workshop, we learned a little bit about what a whole brain state was, and the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere being able to be simultaneously engaged. Yeah. Does everybody remember the whole brain state, or are there any questions about what a whole brain state is?
大家記唔記得全腦嘅狀態係啲乜嘢？有冇啲咩問題啊？
All good? Yeah. So the whole brain state is the optimal state that we use to create the change at the subconscious part of the mind. And it means we can think and feel at the same time.
嗱，全腦狀態就係讓到我哋咧能夠去感受啦，同埋思考啦，喺同一個時間係啦。當我哋係健康嘅時候，我哋嘅兩邊半腦健康嘅時候，就會有呢個狀態。
Yeah. And it's the ideal state to remove any unwanted stress as well. Yeah.
亦都係一個好好嘅狀態，去幫我哋咧係清除一啲冇需要嘅壓力。
We learned also that 95% of consciousness is subconscious.
我哋同樣咧都學咗就係95%嘅意識咧係關於我哋嘅潛意識。
And we don't know what we believe subconsciously because it's below the level of it's below the level of conscious awareness.
因為咧我哋唔會知道我哋潛意識諗緊啲咩㗎，我哋係因為佢係喺我哋嘅意識底下㗎，所以我哋未必諗到㗎。
But if we look at our life as it is right now, we often get insights into what might be limiting us, and that's where we can get curious and create change.
係啦，但係咧，我哋喺我哋生命入邊，我哋見到嗰啲咧，嘅事件咧，就係幫助我哋去創造一啲改變啊！話俾我哋聽，我哋有啲咩部分其實係可以喺潛意識嗰度咧，係去做改變。
And I think this is really important because as we start using PSYCH-K in our daily life,
呢個好重要啊，因為我哋開始用我哋嘅PSYCH-K 喺我哋嘅生活入邊，日常生活嗰度。
we realize that we have it in our pocket. It's something that we can use for anything that is creating resistance or stress.
係啦，我哋有啲咧我哋平時生活上邊咧創造一啲抗拒啊、一啲壓力嘅時候，我哋知道我哋口袋入邊咧有啲必殺技。
It really is such a good idea to start using it in every day if you can for anything that might be creating any disturbance. Yeah.
呢個係好好啊，即係幫我哋去每日去用咧，係讓到我哋騷擾我哋嘅嘢咧，我哋可以去處理佢。
We learned the two balance processes on the first day, and we learned how to do muscle testing.
我哋學咗兩個平衡啦，喺第一日嗰度係啦，同埋我哋學咗係嗰個肌肉測試。
So on the first day, we learned how to muscle test with somebody else.
係啦，我哋第一日咧學咗點樣幫人哋去做肌肉測試。
And we learnt the posture and the position of both the facilitator and the partner.
我哋學咗咧就係無論係個促成者啦，定係拍檔咧，佢嗰個正確嘅姿勢同埋位置。
So the partner always has to have their chin parallel to the floor, eyes open and focused down.
我哋拍檔咧永遠都係咧保持咧佢下巴同地面平衡啦，眼睛咧擘大啦向下望嘅。
And having the body relaxed is or comfortable is also important.
係啦，讓到我哋咧拍檔咧係身體放鬆咧，亦都係非常重要嘅。
If our partner is trying to be really strong and uptight, then we might get an incorrect muscle test.
係啦，如果我哋嘅拍檔係好繃緊啊，又或者係即係佢同我哋撐力嘅話咧，佢可能攞咗一個咧非正確嘅結果。
So this is the posture for the partner.
呢個咧就係位置啦，同埋嗰個姿勢咧，對嗰個拍檔嚟講重要
And
性。
the facilitator, we have one hand up on the shoulder for stability.
我哋促成者咧會有一隻手咧放喺個膊頭嗰度咧，係放喺拍檔膊頭嗰度咧，去幫佢穩定。
And the other hand is just above the wrist. And we have the four fingers on top. And sometimes we can put the thumb underneath to support.
另外一隻手咧，我哋咧就放喺咧拍檔咧嘅手腕嗰度啦，四隻手指喺上邊啦，一隻手指下低手指公咧就係去支持住嘅啫，係啦，等佢唔使咁攰。
And generally we stand in front of our partner just to the side so that we're not right in front of them.
係啦，我哋通常我哋都係咧企喺我哋嘅拍檔咧嘅側邊嗰度啦。
And we stand in front so that we can keep an eye, so that we can look at their eyes and make sure that they're in the right position.
我哋咧經常係企喺我哋見到拍檔眼視線嘅嗰個位置嗰度嘅，例如佢嘅前邊啦，係啦，確保我哋見到佢眼睛咧係要向下望。
And the process is that we instruct our partner what to think or what to say. Then once they're thinking of it or saying it, we say be strong and we apply 2 seconds of downward pressure.
係啦，當我哋去叫我哋嘅拍檔咧去讀出啦，或者係去嗰個我哋三 pair 嘅時候咧，我哋就去按壓佢嘅手啦，大約2秒。
The 2 seconds is important because some people don't notice the difference straight away.
係啦，我哋咧嗰個按壓2秒咧，話用力之後個按壓2秒好重要嘅，因為咧佢哋有啲人咧，其實佢哋唔知佢力要點樣控制。
And we don't need to push too hard, otherwise it can make the arm very tired.
我哋咧唔需要太大力，如果唔係佢個手咧就會攰啊。
We calibrate our pressure to the partner, so we make sure the pressure that we use is comfortable for the partner.
我哋咧去咧調整嗰個力度啊，讓到我哋個力度咧係讓到拍檔咧係感到舒服嘅。
Yeah. So this is the muscle testing with somebody else that we learn on the first day.
係啦，呢個我哋第一日咧，我哋就係幫人哋去做肌肉測試咧，我哋第一日所學嘅。
On the second, and we learn the 2 balance processes. We learn the new direction balance and the resolution balance.
我哋都學咗2個平衡啦，就係新方向平衡同埋解決平衡。
The new direction balance has the 7 steps and the resolution balance has the 9 steps.
新方向平衡有7個步驟，而解決平衡有9個步驟。
Yeah. Are there any questions about the balance processes? Are you familiar with them? You're using them?
大家呢2個平衡咧喺練習自己用嘅時候咧，有冇咩問題啊？即係你夠唔夠熟啊？或者係當中遇到啲咩問題啊？
Have you not so much, Crystal? Not using it so much?
Crystal 有冇用到
Yeah.
有用到，但
？Yeah,
係冇乜大
I
問
have
題。
used it, but not
Not much
many problem.
problem, yeah.
Oh, this is
So far
good.
it's okay. Yeah, yeah. I used it for my daughter
Good.
before exam. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. So maybe even if we don't have too many problems, it's good to maybe even practice the balance processes just so we get them more familiar.
哇，係啊，我哋就算冇乜問題咧，我哋都可以去探討多啲，因為我哋係想佢更加純熟用得。
You know the 7 categories of change in the basic material? There are the 7 pages.
記唔記得我哋喺基礎課程嘅資料本咧有7張紙啊，係關於改變嘅。
And every page is around a different theme or a different category.
係啦，每一張紙入邊咧都係有一啲嘅唔同嘅題目，係啦，有啲唔同嘅類別。
So you could establish communication with yourself
係啦，所以你可以咧同自己建立咗溝通啦，
and maybe choose one category
揾一個類別啦，
and then maybe pre-test to see if anything is weak in the list.
係啦，喺嗰啲嘅嗰啲表單嗰度咧去睇下有冇一啲係弱嘅。
And that way you could practice the balance processes for one of those goal statements, if you like. Yeah.
係啦，你可以去，如果你想嘅話，你可以去用嗰啲嘅目標句去練習咯。
And that way you're practicing the balance processes and they're becoming more familiar.
係啦，如果你去練習嘅時候，你會越嚟越熟悉嘅。
I think you also received the 3 protocols, the GPS, the Create a New Reality, the Gaia protocol.
大家都應該收到個 email 啦，就係關於嗰個Gaia 嘅規程啦，同埋嗰個創造新嘅實相嗰個規程。
The GPS is I start every day off with a GPS for myself.
對我嚟講咧，我就係每一日咧都會用嗰個 GPS 嘅規程咧去開始我嘅每一日。
It's a really nice way that we can have our superconscious mind guide us to something that might be really helpful for us.
係好好嘅，讓到我哋嘅超意識咧去咧指引我哋要做啲乜嘢。
And it also helps us practice the processes. Yeah.
亦都幫助我哋咧去練習嗰啲嘅過程，平衡嘅過程。
So these are some ideas. Yeah.
係啦，所以呢度有一啲唔同嘅想法俾大家提議。
The other way I use PSYCH-K in my daily life is when I wake up, I think of my day ahead.
係啦，另外一個咧，我會運用 PSYCH-K 咧，就係我起身嘅時候，我就會諗下我依日會做啲乜。
And I think of anything that might be a little bit stressful.
係啦，如果我諗到一啲嘢咧，係對我嚟講咧都幾有壓力喎。
Then I do a TPS around
咁我
what I imagine. Yeah.
我就會用我就會去做 TPS 啦，去睇下咧，我會想像到啲乜嘢。
And this is just creating a more peaceful day ahead.
呢個咧就係幫助我去創造一個更平安嘅一日。
It might be something really small.
可以係啲好少嘅嘢。
But even if it's a small stress, if I have PSYCH-K, I don't need to even be imagining that.
就算係細嘅嘢咧，但係我哋有 PSYCH-K 咧，我哋甚至乎係可以根本都唔能夠連接到佢哋，都想像唔到佢哋。
So this is another way to maybe integrate it into your life. Yeah.
係啦，呢個係其中一個你可以咧整合喺你嘅日常生活嗰度。
At the end of the day, I look at the day that has been.
喺完結咗一日之後咧，我就會睇下一日發生嘅事啦。
Again, anything that was stressful, I can do a TPS.
如果咧有乜嘢係有壓力嘅咧，我就會又去做一個 TPS。
Then I can do goal statements around how I would prefer it to be in the future.
我咧就會去做 goal statement 喎，我究竟咧想係之後咧係點？
And I can get curious about why it happened. Is there anything for me to expand and grow?
咁我咧就會抱住呢個好奇心咧去睇下自己有啲乜嘢係可以擴展啊喺呢啲事入邊。
And then I will do goal statements around my
咁我
any
就會咧，
insight. Yeah.
我就會去咧做呢啲 goal statement 啊，我想要啲乜嘢。
And then think of action steps to follow.
然之後咧，我就會咧去諗一啲嘅行動步驟啦，睇下我點樣去做嘅。
So these are just some invitations to that you might want to use. Yeah.
係啦，呢個咧就係有一啲嘅建議俾大家咧，你係可以咁樣去做。
The second day in the workshop, we looked at some of the principles and philosophy behind PSYCH-K.
呢個喺第二日入邊咧，我哋咧一齊睇咗一啲咧關於 PSYCH-K 嘅原則嘅原理哲學，
And why it is so effective.
同埋佢咧係點解咁有效。
And we also learned how to create a well-formed goal statement.
我哋同樣咧係去睇下點樣去創造一個結構完整嘅目標句。
And the 5 key criteria that we need when we're creating a statement.
嗰5個元素去創造結構完整嘅句子係
First person, present tense.
第一人稱啦，現在式。
In a positive direction, in a definite direction.
係一個咧直接嘅就係咁樣嘅嗰個嘅方向嗰度。
What will be true? Yeah, what will be true, not what won't be true.
有啲乜嘢係會係真嘅，有啲乜嘢係會唔係嘅。
Because the subconscious mind doesn't hear the negatives. Yeah.
因為我哋嘅潛意識咧係唔能夠認到嗰啲負面嘅嘢嘅陳述。
We keep them fairly short because if they're too long, we can't repeat them easily.
我哋咧會保持佢係夠短啦，如果太長，我哋唔係好能夠記住佢嘅。
And we have them emotionally meaningful so that they have a meaning for us.
係啦，我哋咧係會讓到佢咧係對我哋情感有意義啦，所以係呢個句子係對我哋係有意義嘅。
So this is our 5 key criteria for the goal statement. Yeah.
係啦，呢個就係嗰5個嗰個必要嘅元素。
Again, it's nice to get creative with our goal statements.
我哋咧係可以保持我哋嘅創意嘅，喺創造呢一個目標句嘅時候。
We might look at a situation and create a goal statement from one perspective.
我哋可以咧從一個方向咧係去睇嗰件事，然之後去創造嗰個目標句。
And then we look at the same situation and think of another goal statement from another perspective.
我哋都可以咧喺同一個處境入邊咧，用另一個方向咧，另一個視角咧去創造另一啲嘅目標句嘅。
So one goal might have quite a few goal statements.
所以咧，我哋係一個情況呢一個目標咧，其實我哋可以有唔同嘅目標句嘅。
Everything that we need to transform to be able to reach the overall goal.
有啲乜嘢咧係我哋係可以去轉化啦，從而咧係去達到我哋嗰個結果。
Cool. I have some people who have asked me, is it okay if I create a goal statement I am free of?
有啲朋友仔咧就問我可唔可以去創建一個句子，就係咧我喺邊啲某樣嘢嗰度咧係釋放出嚟。
Or I let go of guilt, for example.
例子就係我放下愧疚。
You can have this, and then you also need the definite goal at the end. So you could say, I let go of guilt and now feel content in myself or something like this.
你可以嘅，你可以創建放下嘅句子嘅，但係你都要話翻俾個潛意識知咧，你其實真正放下咗之後咧，你要去邊度？
So you can have this letting go and then replacing it with something else. Yeah.
係啦，你係可以咧去創咗個句子係去唔要嗰樣嘢，但係你都要咧去創咗個句子話俾自己聽，唔要嗰啲嘢之後，你要啲乜嘢？
So this is what I meant when we can get creative. Yeah.
係啦，呢個就係我所講嘅意思，就係點樣去更加有創造性喺個目標句。
I think the most important thing is that it really is meaningful for you. It represents what you want. Yeah.
我覺得其實最重要就係咧，佢係對你係有意思嘅，同埋係佢能夠描述到你真正想要嘅係啲乜嘢。
So this was on day 2, the creating a goal statement. Yeah.
呢個就係我哋喺第2日嘅關於創造嗰個目標句。
And we also learned how to transform the perception of stress using the new direction balance.
我哋都學咗咧點樣去咧轉化我哋嘅壓力去到平安嘅狀態咧，用呢一個心方嘅平衡。
And we transform the perception of stress to a state of peace and non-attachment.
係啦，我哋咧係將我哋嗰個關於壓力嘅嗰個嘅感知咧轉化成去一個平安嘅狀態。
Are there any questions around the goal statements?
有冇啲朋友仔仲有問題啊？關於目標句？
Any questions around transforming perception of stress?
對 TPS 有冇啲咩嘅問題啊？
Often after I do a TPS, I will maybe also do a goal statement afterwards.
通常咧，我做完一個 TPS 之後咧，我通常都會加一個目標句嘅。做完之後，去平衡。
So maybe I have a big talk that I have to give, and I'm scared about giving the talk in a big group of people.
可能咧，我有一個演講咧，為好多嘅人要嚟聽嘅，咁我有啲壓力嘅時候咧，我就會。
So first I will TPS around doing the talk.
首先我會咧，對於我去演講嗰部分嗰度咧，我去做呢一個 TPS。
And once I have completed the TPS, I might think, how do I want it to be?
係啦，當我咧係完成咗 TPS 之後咧，我就會去諗咁我究竟想要嘅係啲乜嘢？
And I might create a goal statement. I engage easily with the audience and I'm confident.
係啦，我可能咧，我個目標句就係咧，我咧同我啲嘅觀眾咧係融合埋一齊嘅，係啦，即係佢哋係融和埋一齊嘅。
And I might do another one. The audience likes my authenticity. Yeah.
或者我創建一句咧，就係咧，哇！我啲觀眾咧係好中意真實嘅我嘅。
And it's enough just to be me and give the talk. Yeah.
係啦，讓到我咧係就做自己咧就可以完成嗰個演講。
So you can see it might be a TPS and 3 goal statements that creates this overall goal.
係啦，呢個咧嘅目標咧，大嘅目標咧就係後邊咧就係我係做咗個 TPS 啦，同埋3個嘅目標句嘅。
Of how I want this experience to be for myself. Yeah.
係啦，就係咧，究竟我想呢一個結果咧，其實係我係想要啲乜嘢嘅。
Yeah, cool. We also did something called aligning with the principles of nature. Yeah.
我哋同時都做咗咧，去同呢一個大自然
And we
呢
really,
一個嘅原理原則咧係趨於一致。
we really just talked about it in the workshop. We didn't do any of the balances. Yeah.
我哋咧就係講嘅啫，其實我哋冇做啲咩平衡啊。
And this really is one big balance made of 33 goal statements.
呢個係一個好大嘅平衡啊！佢哋係由33句子所創造。
Yeah. It's a really nice thing to do every now and again, and it's a good way to practice the balance processes as
而
well.
家咧，而家我哋學完之後咧，我哋都係好好去運用呢個33個句子去幫自己做平衡。
Yeah. If you remember, we start with 1A.
係啦，如果你記得咧，我哋就會由1A 開始，
And then we establish communication and pre-test the statement.
我哋建立咗溝通之後咧，就係預先測試嗰個目標句。
If it's weak, we can get permission.
如果係弱咧，我哋就會去攞呢一個許可。
Then we do step 3B from whichever balance sheet we're on.
係啦，我哋然之後我哋就係去用其中一個平衡嘅紙。
If it's strong, then we continue and celebrate at the end.
係啦，我哋如果三邊嗰度咧係邊一個強，咁我哋就去啦。咁然之後咧完成咗之後就慶祝。
And then we pre-test following on from the last one until we get to the next week goal statement.
我哋咧繼續去做肌肉測試啦，直至到測試咧測試到咧嗰句咧係測試為弱嘅。
Once we get to the next week one, then we can again balance for that one, and we work through all 33. Only the ones that are weak.
係啦，一個禮拜一次嘅，我哋咧做完嗰個弱，跟住再測試，去到下一個弱嘅時候，我哋又做個平衡，跟住再去睇埋其他嘅目標句有冇係弱嘅，弱就去再平衡佢。
And this, we don't really need an action step for this piece.
我哋咧喺呢一嚿嗰度咧係唔需要去做啲乜嘢嘅行動步驟嘅。
We will really just notice how life is different afterwards.
我哋只需要咧係留意咧喺平衡咗之後咧，生命入邊咧發生啲乜嘢。
It's a really nice thing to do for yourself.
呢個好正嘅就係去幫我哋同我哋自己去做。
On the third day, we put it all together in using PSYCH-K in your daily life.
喺第3日嗰度咧，我哋咧將全部嘢擺埋一齊咧，就係咧去講點樣去用 PSYCH-K 喺我哋嘅日常生活嗰度。
Where we start with an overall goal.
我哋去開始咧由一個大嘅目標開始。
And we create our goal statements or TPSs until we feel confident with achieving it, the goal.
係啦，我哋跟住我哋做咗唔同嘅 TPS 目標句直至到我哋感覺到咧係我哋透過呢啲咁樣嘅部分咧係能夠去完成到個目標嘅。
And then at the very end, we do an action step.
最後咧，我哋咧就去做行動步驟啦。
Sometimes we might ask secondary gains questions.
有時咧，我哋會問到第二得着嘅問題。
What would I lose if I achieved the goal?
如果我咧達成咗個目標咧，我會有啲咩失去？
Or what adverse consequence might happen if I achieved the goal?
又或者有啲乜嘢不良嘅後果咧？係啦，如果我達成嗰個目標。
Yeah. So secondary gains aren't always, but they are often.
所以咧，第二得着咧唔係經常都有，但唔係每一次都有，但係其實佢都經常有。
So and we also learnt self-muscle testing.
我哋咧都學咗自己同自己嘅肌肉測試。
Where we have to be our partner and our facilitator.
係啦，當我哋咧要係成為又係拍檔啦，又係促成者嘅時候。
So this is a bit of a recap of the workshop. Yeah.
係啦，呢個咧就係咧我哋嘅嗰個再重溫一次關於我哋嘅工作坊。
And what I might encourage and suggest to even the people that are watching the video, that if they have a question about any part, we can put them in the WhatsApp group as well.
嗱，我就鼓勵大家啦，喺呢個 Zoom 入邊咧，或者係之後睇咗影片嘅朋友咧，如果你睇緊呢個過程入邊咧，有啲咩問題咧，你可以擺喺個 WhatsApp group 嗰度啊。
Yeah. And then I can answer them on the next Zoom call.
然之後我就可以喺下一個 Zoom call 度咧去同大家解答。
And in the WhatsApp group.
係啦，當然亦都係包括嗰個 WhatsApp group 啦。
And the other thing I would like to maybe suggest is that even if it's not a question, but you want more information, like maybe around action steps or secondary gains, ask for those things, and I can talk more about what people want to know more about.
就算佢唔係一個問題咧，但係如果譬如話你有一啲部分咧，你係想知道更多嘅，例如行動步驟啊，或者係第二得着啊，呢啲咁部分咧，呢啲關於佢嘅概念咧，你都可以去講嘅，我哋可以去睇下討論下，你想知多啲嘅。
Or if people would like examples of certain things, I can spend some of the next Zoom call giving examples around action steps or secondary gains or goal statements for different things. So, yeah.
係啦，如果大家如果想知道一啲嘅例子啊，譬如話好似第二得着啊，行動步驟啊，又或者係你啲目標句咧，你想要多啲例子咧，Rosie 都會可以喺下一個 Zoom 嗰度去 share 㗎。
Yeah. Or whether it's working with ourselves or working with other people. Yeah.
無論係幫我哋自己做啦，或者或者係同我哋嘅拍檔做。
Yeah. So, any questions,
你有
Susanna?
冇啲咩問題啊？Susanna 有冇啲咩
兩個問題嘅。
？I have, yeah. 有一
I
問就
have
先。
two questions. The first question is yesterday I helped my friend to do the PSYCH-K, and then the big topic is family. And then she told me three concerns. The first one is her husband health. 佢個先生嘅健康問題。The second is the money. And then the last one is her 佢嘅原生家庭，佢媽媽嗰邊。
Her primary family,
Okay.
like her mother.
咁跟住佢嗰三個狀況咧，我就逐個幫佢做有用 TPS 啦，亦都有落到一啲新嘅 statement 啦。咁我個問題就係想問，當我做晒呢一連串之後，嗰個最後嗰個 action 係咪只需要落一個 action 就可以？
Actually, my partner has a few aspects to balance. Actually, I did a lot of balance among these aspects. But I want to know about the action step. Should I do F3 do action for each aspect, or I can do just one action step for all?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
you. Yeah. So you could do one action step for all
你可以淨係做一個。
if it suits them all.
如果佢係咧啱晒全部嘅，
But if they're really different, maybe suggest even two action steps that cover all the aspects.
但係如果佢哋都係唔係太相同嘅話咧，我哋可以創建兩個嘅行動步驟咧，係俾呢幾個嘅方面嘅。
So maybe if I balanced for being better at socializing.
好似如果我去平衡咧，關於我更加好嘅社交。
And also another aspect might be easier to ask for help.
另外一個範疇咧，就係話其實我係想去更容易去得到幫助嘅。
So two different aspects.
兩個方面嚟嘅。
But I could create one action step. I could be efficient with my action step.
係啦，我咧係可以去創造一個嘅行動，去 what vision？
Efficient. Yeah.
一個願景係啦。
Yeah, clever,
你
clever.
可以創造一個嘅
Yeah.
行動咧，去俾一個願景。
I could think of an action step that would satisfy both aspects.
係啦，我可以咧去創造一個嘅行動步驟咧，去俾兩方面嘅。
So maybe my action step is to ask a friend for help and ask him if he wants to go for a walk at the same time.
係
So
啦，我
socializing and asking for help.
所以我咧就可以咧去揾一個朋友去幫我啦，而且咧我就邀請埋佢去一路行一路講啦。咁我咧就可以符合到我兩個嘅方面啦。
Does it make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you could have 3 small action steps is okay also. Yeah.
呢個 OK 啊，但係當然啦，你同時係可以去創造3個嘅行動步驟㗎。
Yeah. A good question. Thank you.
呢個係好好嘅問題啊。
咁我想就呢一個問題再問多個，就係其實呢啲情況咧，會唔會一開始就係做咗 TPS 先，然後先再落 statement？
Based on this question, I would like to ask another question. I wonder if I should do a TPS for like such a case with a different aspect.
If there is stress, I would do a TPS. But if there's not really stress, you could go straight to a goal statement. Yeah.
呢個咧，我就會睇下佢係咪有壓力啦。如果佢係唔係有壓力嘅話咧，我就會去直接做目標句。
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
多謝。
Yeah. Did you have fun doing that? Did you have fun helping your friend? Was it enjoyable?
So much fun.
Good. Really
I
good.
do it with my friend, my daughter, my husband,
Yeah.
my maid.
Yeah. Fantastic. Really good.
Yeah, it's very amazing.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah.
Now my daughter is very like PSYCH-K.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
因為我女要英文學拼音啊嘛，咁佢有情緒，跟住佢自己佢話落一句 statement 就係佢無論任何嘅英文詞語，佢都可以輕鬆傳到，咁跟住再做埋 TPS 都係。
Susanna said her daughter really liked PSYCH-K because recently she's have some stress on learning English, but she created a goal statement that she can just easily making a sentence, and did a TPS.
Fantastic.
So that your family can evolve together.
Yes. So good. So good.
所以佢做完
We
佢做完呢
joined.
個佢做完呢個之後，佢係話英文好簡單咁樣。
After all the balances, her daughter said, English is so easy.
It's nice. It's really nice.
So
Thank
you.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah, really good. Really good. Any other questions before? Otherwise, I will stop the recording and then
仲有冇其他問題啊？
So I think this has been a nice recap. And as I said, anybody that wants to put anything into the WhatsApp, that we can talk about it in the next Zoom call. I can really make time and answer anybody that can't make the call. Then I can absolutely answer anything that they would like me to talk about. So.
喺呢個 Zoom 入邊咧，或者睇緊錄影嘅朋友咧，可以去諗下有啲咩問題，咁就擺晒 WhatsApp group 嗰度。咁 Bruce 下次嘅 Zoom 咧就可以一次過咁樣去解答大家嘅問題啦。
So I will stop the recording. It would take me.
咁我會停咗個錄影啦。